Once upon a time, there was a very unusual boy. This boy was truly different from other boys. He absolutely loved studying more than anything. Whenever the boy read a book, he was so lost in the world inside its pages that he always forgot how late the night had become. People knew well what brought the boy joy, but they also worried about him very much. He was so absorbed in his books that he even skipped his meals. But people had a way, a brilliant method to make the boy eat his meals. The boy truly loved meat. Beef, pork, chicken. He absolutely adored all of it. Do you know who this unusual boy is? Yes, he is none other than Sejong the Great. The scientific alphabet he created, Hangul, was designed so that anyone who learns to read it can master it within just 1 hour. It is truly the most scientific. Yes, Sejong the Great. But did he only create Hangul? He achieved remarkable things in agriculture, medicine, meteorology, and even military technology. His accomplishments were truly extraordinary. How could someone who only read books achieve such great things even in the military field? Curious, aren't you? One day, while his older brother held the position of crown prince, word of his unusual habits finally reached the ears of one very important person. His father, who was sometimes called a tyrant, turned to his son Do and said, "It seems you have something to tell me. Go ahead, speak freely." Do gathered his courage. "Your Majesty, why do we consume so much of our nation's resources on military power? Are unnecessary wars and invasions truly that important? Why do scholars train in martial arts?" his father asked with a smile. "Is it to cut others down?" Young Do answered quietly, "No, Your Majesty, it is not." King Sejong scribbles one more note, caps his ink brush, and turns to the next crisis that demands his attention. Strengthening national defense is just like a scholar training in martial arts, my son. Do you understand what I mean? Watching his father walk away, Do gained a great realization. A strong nation is what allows its people to study and grow. Do, who worried deeply about the lives of his people, followed in his father's footsteps and ascended to the throne. And he immediately set to work improving the lives of his people. Sejong gathered all the talented minds of the nation and placed them in a royal research institute dedicated to study and counsel. To feed his people, Sejong gathered farming techniques and knowledge from across the nation and compiled them into an agricultural guide called Nongsa Jikseo, or Straight Talk on Farming. He strengthened military defenses in the north and compiled medical knowledge into a comprehensive medical guide called the Encyclopedia of Korean Medicine. Sejong, who thought deeply about advancing science and technology, finally met a man of extraordinary genius. Though there were those who opposed his appointment due to his low status as a servant, Sejong gave him a high official position and brought him into his service. Among their greatest achievements was measuring rainfall precisely, which not only helped farmers plan their crops, but also made it possible to prepare for floods. They developed the Singijeon, one of the world's most advanced rocket arrow weapons of its time, capable of launching multiple rockets simultaneously. He also measured the time of day precisely and announced it to the people, allowing every commoner to plan their day. Yet, nothing seemed to improve quickly enough. Sejong worried deeply. The written language of the time did not match the spoken language of the people. No matter how hard they tried to inform the public, the message never reached them. Sejong realized that the monopoly of written language leads directly to the monopoly of power. So Sejong personally researched and created a writing system that his people could easily learn and use. For years, entirely on his own, Hangul was finally created. But even announcing it to the public was a struggle. His own ministers, the noble class, stood firmly against it. To persuade his ministers, Sejong personally selected the brightest scholars, taught them Hangul himself, and ordered them to write literary works using the new alphabet. For 3 years, Sejong steadily proved the excellence of Hangul to his ministers. In the end, they had no choice but to accept it. Hangul was proclaimed at great cost, but after Sejong's passing, the noble class desperately opposed its spread, doing everything in their power to suppress it. But Hangul, which anyone could learn in just 1 hour, began spreading among women and commoners through novels and poetry within 100 years, despite all attempts to suppress it. And within another 100 years, despite enduring 4 major wars, even children were able to use Hangul. Today, South Korea's illiteracy rate is nearly 0. In other words, everyone is ready to learn. Now, the meaning of King Sejong's achievements is deeply engraved in the hearts of all people. Young Do's dream was for his people to live well and to make their lives better. Do had a brilliant idea. Yes, if only more people could read books, they would be much happier. Do was overjoyed.